Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia and I'm obsessed with stickers and planning, so if you are too, you're in the right place. My channel is full of plan with me's, sticker hauls, and other planning videos. All of my videos have timestamps in the description so you can skip around to different sections and to different shops in my hauls. And if this is your 20th time listening to this intro, you can go ahead and skip this too. All my social media links, including Instagram, are in the description, as well as all the supplies I use and notes about each video. The planner I'm currently using is my standard size vertical planner, which I use for decorative memory planning. I also just want to add a couple quick notes about me since I don't always remember to go into detail in my videos, and for new viewers it can be confusing. So when I mention work, I'm referring mostly to my bookkeeping position at a grocery store, and when I mention Anastasia, or Anna for short, she is my pet ball python. So let's go ahead and get started with this video, and I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, so I have some new releases for this week to show you guys. This is the beach collection for this week's release. And I have quite a lot here, including the foil bundle, which I have not shown in a new release video yet, so I'm kind of excited in case you only watch my channel and aren't really that familiar with my products or haven't seen it on the site. But first, we're going to go ahead and go over the extra sheet because June is coming up and June is Pride Month, so I am going to be putting up this Pride full box overlay sheet in the shop that you can just grab and incorporate into any of your Pride kits that you may be using. There are a few to choose from, newer and older kits. So we have like quite a variety of stuff on here, so you can pull in whatever kind of works best with your particular spread. So we have Love is Love. We have Pride in that really pretty cursive with all the swoops, and then we have LGBTQ+, and then we have just a kind of rainbow border box right there. You can pick this up in whatever foil you would like, but I have it here in rainbow to show you for obvious reasons. So there is that, and now let's go ahead and get into the beach collection. I am trying each week to kind of optimize the order in which I show you everything. So usually I start with the bottom washi, but we're going to leave that for last this time so you can get introduced to all of the other elements first. And we're going to start with the scripts. I don't always include scripts, but when it makes sense to do so, I will. So I did just revamp my beach scripts, which I had made some of for personal use. I had these two for personal use, but I hadn't released them in the shop. So I did revamp them in like my new format, which is a combination of scripts, hybrid, and then the block font, which is hand-drawn. Because that's kind of like what I like to use now. And we have a variety of sizes as well. So we have a Beach Day up here, which is like a square box, like a perfect square box, or a half box size. Beach Picnic, same size. And then we have just Beach, which would be good for quarter boxes or third boxes, but you can of course use it anywhere it will fit. And then we have these scripts at the bottom. So this is kind of like a mixed sampler script sheet. We have just the cursive beach, and then I had just some room here to stick some tinier ones, so those are just some super tiny ones, but these will fit in your little things and like fancy labels. And then we have Beach Day and Picnic in script form, which will also fit in little things and fancy labels and quarter boxes. So we have quite the variety on here, and it does perfectly encapsulate the collection. I did just don't want a beach picnic because I love my beach picnics, so that's why that's on there, even though you won't really see that anywhere else. And then next, let's go over the underlays. So I think this top one I actually foiled in regular gold just because I had it lying around. So yeah, it's definitely like a brighter gold, and in real life it's actually like super striking, which is why I do not like have regular gold as an option in my shop. I just think it's like too bold and kind of scary, honestly. Like I like a softer gold, so that's why I only do light gold. But I do like have a spare roll that I got when I got my mink. I got it from somebody who gave me a few rolls of foil along with it, so I just wanted to see and try it out because, you know, I felt like maybe it would go well with the beach theme, but think it's a little bit too bright. Anyways, these are the large underlays. I do them kind of differently each time, I've noticed. I don't have like a set like pattern for how I do the confetti. This one has like no really tiny dots. Like in the past I have done a mixture of like bigger and really tiny confetti dots, but this one it's more like medium and large, like, and I think it looks a little better, but again, I think it just depends on like the elements that I'm using, how best to arrange it, but I really like this version. So yeah, we have all kinds of elements in here. Kind of the main ones are included in this more dense bougie boxes or underlays. We do have some starfish in there, sunglasses, a pail and shovel, beach ball, and a little palm tree in there as well. Starfish too, if I didn't already say that, and there's 2 sizes of each and they're just kind of scattered around. So this is the like very densely populated version of the underlays, so that if you use a lot of boxes, this will show through in the background. You'll be able to tell what the pattern is. So I offer that option for that reason, but you can also get the less densely populated sheet as well if you prefer this type of pattern, where the elements are a little bit bigger as well. Also, any black spots you see, just ignore those because these are the demo sheets. I don't really print like perfect, well, obviously I try to make it perfect, but I don't like reprint everything to make it perfect just for the new release video because I'm still a small shop and don't have that kind of resources, but your versions that you receive will be perfect. So there's the large and medium size, and then the 2 extra fun underlays that I do. I've been throwing in like 1 or 2 like kind of extra underlays each week. I did 2 last week, and did I do 2 last week? I think I did 2 last week. The fireworks ones were both the extras for last week, and then we have 2 fun ones for this week. So we just have a starfish one. I thought it would be fun to include the 3 little starfish designs I was working with, and some like bigger confetti as well. These are much bigger confetti dots than in the large pattern, but I think it works really well for this type of design. So it looks like kind of a little sandy beach with some starfish. So that's the starfish ones. And then we have the waves and dolphins, which I did foil in blue hollow just because I thought it would be the most fun color for this pattern. Again, you can just get it in whatever color you would like. I don't have a ton of blues right now. Blue hollow is obviously the best one for like a waves kind of concept, but I do have navy blue and also sapphire blue, which looks like this. It's definitely like a more purpley blue. It has, well, it looks like blue at this angle, but in most angles it has like a very purple shift to it, so just be aware it's like very sapphire. And then yeah, I have the navy, which like almost looks black, so that's what I have right now. However, like, kind of spoiler alert, I did order a swatch book from my new foil supplier, so there will be a lot more foil to come, and I will be posting polls on Instagram asking you guys which ones you want to see next, so you can help me make my decisions with that, and I will show you these swatches as well so we can choose together, because I want to give y'all what y'all want. So anyways, I do have blue hollow in my shop just for funsies. A few people have ordered it. It's always fun to make, and it foils pretty well. But yeah, I just have a little waves pattern, and then I decided to throw in some dolphins. So there's like a little pod of dolphins hanging out among the waves, and they are like kind of scattered around to keep things interesting. There, you can see it, the pattern a little better like that. But yeah, that's kind of super fun as well. So you can mix and match if you would like, or just, you know, pick one for whatever spread you're doing, and then pick another one for another spread, etc. Alright, and then next we're going to go over the deco sheet, because these are the elements that you'll be seeing throughout the rest of the collection. So we have some life preservers, sun, beach ball, the pail and shovel that you've seen, bathing suit, crab, flip-flops, seashell, and starfish. I didn't do too many seashells because I do want to do like a whole seashells collection at some point. I did like save a lot of ideas for future use, but this is just kind of a generic beach collection. So there's another seashell down there, and another cluster of starfish is down there, and dolphin, palm tree, sunglasses. And then we have smaller versions of those, and then teeny tiny miniature versions of those, and then cluster versions of the teeny tiny ones as well. I'm going to try to do clusters on each sheet because I think they are so fun. So whatever your deco needs are. Now you will have them. And we have our dividers sheet. So as usual, I include 16 of these simple line dividers at the bottom so that you can use these wherever you would like. I like to use them to dress up fancy labels in the spot where like the glitter stroke would go, but you can use them just really anywhere. And we have just the kind of simple line ones with a design element in there. Plenty of those. And then we have the fun ones at the top. So this is like the sunglasses and seashell pattern right here, kind of like a thinner pattern. And then we have the crab and the pail and shovel as well, just kind of stuff that you would find hanging out on the beach. And then we have the beach ball and the little dot alternating. And then we have a couple of waves patterns as well. Those are going to be fun to dress up either your full boxes or the date covers especially. I think it would be cute to dress those up with these. Sidebar, you can even use them as header overlays. And then we do have the reverse pattern over here, so those are super fun. I might do okay, I'm not even going to spoil that for you. I do have plans for some things, but just know that you may see more of that kind of thing coming up. Got lots of plans, not enough time. So next we have the dangles sheet. As usual, we have the really long dangles up here that you can trim to whatever size you need or use them as is. I think they're like half box size, not half box, half of a full box, which I guess is technically a half box. Well, there's an example for you. They go pretty far down, so like 2/3 of the way down of a full box. But again, you can trim them to whatever size you want. And then we have the medium size or medium length. We have 2 rows of that. This row is like a mirror of the first row. And you can again trim these if you want or use them as is. And then we have some of the more creative dangly bits there. I don't know why I said it that way. Pretend I did not. And then we have the really tiny dangles at the bottom. So that's the sheet of dangles, and then we have the swoops. I like to mix and match the dangles and swoops, so you have plenty of options to do that. We have our dolphin and starfish for the bigger ones. The medium ones are the crab and seashell. And then we have the ones down here. We have sunglasses, beach ball, pail and shovel, just the pail, not the pail, just the shovel, and then the second seashell pattern. And then the really tiny swoop is the beach ball. And then we have them mirrored over here on the right, and the way you see them on the sheet is the orientation that they are meant to be used over the full box. So these are meant to be closer to the left side. These are closer to the top. And then this one is like kind of just in the middle of both the left and the top edges. But you can use them however you want. And then we have the headers. As per usual, there are 3 designs of the headers. We have our confetti design in the top left, and then we have 2 solid pattern designs. You get 9 each of the top 2 designs and then 8 of the bottom, so there's 26 total. So a little bit more than you should need for a spread. So here we have our confetti with all of our main design elements. And then we have the life preservers alternated down there. And then just we have some clothing up here. I did include a little sun hat that you won't see anywhere else in the collection, but I thought it really worked here for like the beach clothing. So you have the flip-flops, swimsuit, sunglasses, sun hat, and then it kind of repeats. I kind of use the headers page to get a little more creative. I don't know why that's the one I get creative on, but that's true. Oh, and the full box overlays too. So here we have the confetti overlays. So this is the full pattern. So this is the most amount of confetti you can get in an overlay. So we have like a bunch of like random knots scattered about, but yeah. So for the main design elements on the confetti overlays, we have the palm tree, starfish, pail and shovel, beach ball, and then seashell. And then they just kind of are scattered next to each other. So that is the full pattern. And then we have the medium size. Now the medium size comes in the 4-corner pattern as well as the 3 corners, which you are seeing now. So the outer corners do not have any confetti. So if you have like clip art there on the full box that you do not want to cover up, that is what this sheet is good for. but it does come in 4 corners, 3 corners, and 2 corners. And to show you the 2-corner style, we have the small confetti design, which also comes in 4 corners, 3 corners, and 2 corners. So you get plenty of options for the confetti overlays. But yeah, the 2-corner designs are slanted this way, slanted that way, and then just the bottom 2 and just the top 2. These are good for like fashion girl boxes, I find. So there's that. And then for the quote boxes, we have these 4. I kind of went back to my usual pattern of doing 2 ones without the confetti around it and then 2 with the confetti. These you can also mix and match with the confetti overlays to add some confetti onto it, or some deco elements, whatever you want to do. But these are kind of like all pre-made for you if you just want that easy option. So we have this one that says life is a beach, enjoy the waves. We have hello summer, and I really wanted to do that Adirondack chair in there for some reason. I just thought it would be really fun to have in a quote box. And then we have eat, sleep, beach, repeat. And then the beach is my happy place. So I really like those. And then we have the double box scene overlays. So we just have kind of the full pattern confetti for the double box scene. And then we have like a more deco element one down here. I always kind of have fun with these as well. So we have our little palm tree. We have the beach chair and umbrella, and then the sun peeking up there, and then we have some starfish and basically some confetti dots, which I'm pretending is kind of like sand scattered at the bottom. So you get a little scene box there, so you can kind of pick which vibe you're going with, or use this for one spread and save this for another spread, or use one of each if you're using a kit that has 2 double box scenes. And then if you're using a kit that has a tall box, it doesn't matter who it is from, you can get the sheet and have the super tall version and then the shorter version. So this will be the SPC size tall box, and then this is the press / glam planner size tall box. And then you get 2 of the flag overlays on this sheet as well if you're using flags from anybody. So that is the tall box overlays. And then similar to that, if you're using a kit that has a big box, here's your big box overlay. You can get this into 2 different sizes. This is the glam planner size, which is the bigger size. And then the smaller size works a little better with paper candy art or apple blossom prints, big boxes. And then you get just some more flags on this sheet just for funsies. So there's that. I kind of want to do more designs of this big box overlay in the future. I kind of just keep it simple right now, but I already have a ton in these collections, but I want to do more always. And then lastly, we have the full box overlays. So kind of was a slightly more creative in this version. Oops, let me just fling it across the table. So yeah, we have our 2 border ones. I usually do like a design element in this one. So we have our little desert island with the palm trees, and then this one has the starfish. Now this particular starfish is like the bigger one, which has the tinier like dots in it, which don't show up super well because they're too tiny, so the foil kind of just goes right over them. I do try to rub some of it out, but if you look really closely you can kind of see what it's supposed to look like. And then down here we have the lighthouse and the waves, and then here we have the little confetti border, I guess is what you could call it. I will confess I have seen that elsewhere, kind of like a similar thing. So I just kind of put my own spin on it, but I think that's really cute. So there's the full box overlays, and then lastly, let's go over the bottom washi. I'm glad I didn't forget anything this time. Well, there's still time for me to forget. Let's not speak too soon. Last time I forgot the whole 30mm to go over. So we have the confetti pattern bottom washi, 15mm strip. If you're new to my shop, I do sell these washi strips individually, so you can mix and match whatever you would like. You don't get anything extra that you are not sure you're going to use, and they are priced accordingly. So you do get your 2 flag overlays on the confetti sheet as well, because it is the same pattern. So I love that. And then we have the solid pattern overlays, which as usual come in a few different variations. So we have the starfish ones right here, and there are some starfish deco pieces included in there as well. And then we have the mixed pattern, which is like basically just, you know, giant confetti of the design elements that you can use over your 15mm strip. And then we have the crab and the palm tree as larger deco pieces. And there is like a lot of bleed on these sheets because I can never quite trust my silhouette, but you can kind of see where the cut lines are and kind of imagine what it's going to look like, or you can just look at the mock versions on the website. And then we have the dolphins and the waves. I thought this would be really fun to do as a bottom washi overlay pattern as well, in addition to the underlays. And also if you're using those underlays, you will have now another element that kind of matches that. So it's not just like the only thing in the collection that is the dolphin and wave pattern. So yeah, we have our little pod of dolphins jumping in and out of the waves, and we got some more here, and then a little wave deco piece as well, so you can kind of make your own dolphin and wave design, like maybe over a full box or wherever you have room. And again, you can get this in any foil color. So this is what it looks like in gold, but the underlay was what it looks like in the blue hollow. And then if you're using like a glam planner kit, you will need the 10mm and 7mm washi overlays as well, in addition to your 15mm. So you can grab whatever you want from the 15. And then I just tried to make it a little more interesting for the smaller ones. So you do have the alternating pattern here of the different style of umbrella, and then the sunglasses with the little scene of like the umbrella and the chairs and the palm trees in there, which is super cool. The level of detail in that is super fun, and that just alternates. And then we have the little confetti pattern for the 7mm strip, because usually she just makes that like a confetti strip, and that is the same confetti as the headers too, so it will match that. And then we have the glam planner sized flags over here. So this is like your glam planner specific sheet, as well as the big box overlay that was glam planner sized. So if you're using a glam planner kit, you're going to want to pick up these two. So, and then lastly, we do have the 30mm, which I always give as an option because some shops still do have 30mm bottom washi that you do not want to cut in half, or that are designed to not be cut in half, or you have older kits that are like that as well. So I'm always going to include at least one option for you for your 30mm. So I'm kind of proud of this one. I made kind of like a little beach scene, and I did kind of try to frame it. So we have kind of like a corner frame situation. So we have this corner and then that corner, which has stuff in it. And then the middle is kind of like blank to show off whatever design there is. So this is like a vertical instead of like a flat lay design. But there are, I think, some 30mm bottom washis that I've seen that I don't want to cut that have like the beach here and like the waves out there. So like this would be perfect for that, I'm hoping. I should have gotten that out. Maybe I'll like take a picture for Instagram of it and like ask what you think. If I have that kit, which I think I do, I just have to remember which one it is. Or if you know, comment below. But yeah, so we have our little palm trees here. I did include the full design just for the bleed, but it will be cut off right here. Just because like I didn't want it to like cover too much of the box. And then we have the sun, the birds flying in the air. And then over here we have our starfish, chair and umbrella situation, the pail and shovel, and then one little bird over there. So it's kind of like a little scene. So this is your version 1 of the right side. The left side is going to be the same. It's going to be just one version. So I did kind of like mirror the chair. There's no umbrella, just the palm tree. And then I put the starfish in different places. And then somebody better catch that crab because he is trying to scuttle off with somebody's sunglasses. So it's a little fun thing I threw in there. I love to have fun with these. And then for your version 2 of the right hand side, you do get kind of the same thing, but like rearranged so that it can go around the weekend banner. If you do like to use the weekend banner, which I personally do, I like to include this option for you. And yeah, we have the umbrella tucked into the little bow of the weekend banner too. I didn't show you last week, and I don't even think I have that out still. Or maybe I do somewhere. But last week I did kind of a similar thing where I like, oh yeah, here it is. Where the two sparklers here, I tucked them into the little bow of the weekend banner, which this was the sheet I forgot to show you in last week's new release video. So here you go. This is from the Fireworks collection, still available in my shop. So if you want all of your beachy foil overlays, you can grab both at once. But yeah, here we have the umbrella tucked into the bow, and then just everything kind of slightly rearranged differently. And then we have our umbrella and the larger palm tree as deco elements here. And I wanted to use those specifically because they are not deco elements like on the deco sheet. So if you want to, again, just make your own design with those, you can do that. So that is the 30mm with 2 options. And that is the bottom washi choices for this kit. Not this kit, this collection. And now I'm going to go over the foil bundle because I have not shown you that format in a video before. So this is what it looks like. This will be available in a mini and a full kit. The mini will not include the underlays, but the full size, or I guess I might be calling it the ultimate size, whatever it is going to end up being called, it will include the underlays. So this was like by popular demand. A lot of people said they like would buy the kit without the underlays, so there will be 2 options. But yeah, here's the revamped full box overlay page, which is page 1 of the foil bundle. We have our more classic double box scene option here. We have our 2 full confetti overlays. We have the medium 4-corner here and here, and then we have the medium 2-corner here and here. You get both versions of that. And then the second and third pages are the underlays. I did just use the star underlays, starfish ones, just as an example, but you can choose whichever underlays you want in your foil bundle, as well as your foil color, obviously. Page 3 has the headers on the deco sheet. This is exactly as it appears on the individual sheets, so you are not missing out on anything. So you get tons of options. And a lot of people do grab the foil bundles because it really does kind of have everything you need. And then page 4 has just whatever I deem to be like the most classic normal version of the 15mm solid pattern, and then I just throw the confetti in there as well, and you can get your flags too. Then we have, of course, our weekend banner, date dots, and then from my personal favorite like basic elements, I have thrown in some dividers. We get simple line dividers, and then the little dot dividers, and then tiny cluster deco here and here, tiny stars, hearts, and clusters and bows from the tiny bows and tiny deco sheets, which you can also buy full sheets of separately from the basics collection. But I decided to just throw them into the foil bundle so you can get a little sneak peek, a little sampling, just to go with whatever foil color you're using. And then if you do want even more in your bundle, easy to grab, you can do the add-on sheet, which does include 2 extra underlays, usually a different pattern than whatever one I choose as like the default one. But yeah, if you're getting the large pattern just normally in the bundle, then you will get 2 extras of those, or these can be just mix and matching if you're getting a different pattern for the main ones. And then we have the 3-corner medium confetti pattern right there. I get 2 of those, and then I usually throw in a couple quotes and a couple full box overlays too. So we have 2 of the quote boxes and then 2 of the full box overlay options. And again, I just kind of chose the ones that I felt like would be the most classic. And if you do want to branch out and be exciting, you can just pick up any singular sheets in addition to this. So typically you get to choose 1 foil color for the entire foil bundle. However, if you do choose the dolphins and waves pattern for the underlays, I can foil that in a different foil color for you if you ask nicely in the notes section, but otherwise the rest of it will be 1 foil color. So yeah, that is the foil bundle. Again, it will be available in the mini and the full size, along with everything else here, which is priced according to value, how much value you get over out of that sheet. That's what the price will be. So if it's a sheet that you will use over and over again for many years, like the scripts sheet, actually never mind, the script sheet is the same price as most of these sheets, but oh yeah, no, that's why the ones that you will use over and over again are more expensive. However, the ones that are like one-time use, like the bottom washi sheets, are cheaper. Little fun fact for you if you are new to my shop, because I do have quite a few new followers. So yeah, that is it for the beach collection. Next week is the butterfly collection in celebration of one of my planner besties' birthdays, Nessa. Her birthday is coming up at the end of the month, and she loves butterflies and has been requesting a butterfly foil, so you will see that next week. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Also real quick, you may notice my nails are a little different. I am using nail stickers, which clearly are already peeling off because as a sticker shop owner, there's a lot of like hand work going on, so it's a little bit rough on the nails, but they have held up decently well. I just can't quite do the acrylics that I like, or like the fake nails, because they also just come off all the time based on the work that I do. So I decided to try nail stickers just to have something on there. So they are working mostly pretty well. So in case you're curious about that, that's what those are. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that will be wonderful. And I will see you in my next video. By the way, these releases will be available on Friday, in case you didn't know. Alright, see you in the next video.